seared scallop is a great way to present awesome seafood. And a lot of times, like especially with the seared scallop recipe that we have on the website, this is a chorizo and scallop and parsley. And the chorizo gives enough of a fat content that when you sear the scallops, they get this nice beautiful crust to it. But a lot of times you want a little bit more color contrast. At least the chefs I know do. So two ways to do a color contrast while adding your salt is by choosing two salts that have a really beautiful color. One of them would be the Pinot Noir salt. So Pinot Noir salt will add a nice splash of purple across the creamy white of the scallop. Or the chocolate salt will give it a little bit more richer brown, even though there's some brown notes already. But it gives it that just chunky, richer brown notes to it. Now I left the salt as it is, as a larger format, just because I kind of like a crunch texture to the softness of the scallop itself. So Aubrey's going to use the Pinot Noir salt, and I'm going to use the chocolate salt, and we'll see how it works. Chorizo should get a little spice too.
A little bit of spice, yeah.
There's some spice on chorizo. Wow. Yeah, the scallops are nice and chewy. Not overly chewy, but they tend to have that texture. And the salt gives a crunch on top of that. And these salts are both rich in smoke, so it just adds another whole dimension to it. But the chorizo on this recipe really does bring it up another notch of heatness. It's really good. It goes well with, I don't know how well the heat goes with the Pinot Noir wine, but...
No, it's great.
Okay, during barbecue season, of course, roast chicken is one of my favorites. We went small and did a little Cornish game hen, just as a little snack, because we've been eating so much all day. But this is off the recipe. This is the garlic roasted chicken, grilled chicken. And it takes the chocolate salt and you make a paste with garlic and olive oil and parsley. And rosemary, and then that goes as a cover for the chicken. And this also includes for mushroom and radicchio, but we didn't do those, we just did the chicken. So to pair with the roasted chicken on the grill, we decided to go and show you a local favorite, which is a Beer-Rita, which, believe it or not, you find a really inexpensive Mexican beer. We rim it with lime juice and then roll it in serrano pepper and lime salt. So all you do at this point is you pop it open, give yourself a lime wedge, squeeze that into your beer, stick it off down there. There we go. And then what you have is a really inexpensive and fun Beer-Rita. Oh, that's great on a hot day. Here's that saltiness and the limeness and the beer. And it goes very, very well with Cornish game hen. So we're going to see how this recipe turned out. A trick to roasting chicken to get a nice crispy skin is indirect heat. A lot of people don't realize that. When you use a gas grill or a barbecue grill, what you really should do is have a cold side, a non-heated side, and a hot side. And the chicken you grill basically on the cold side up next to the hot side. That allows the fat to drip into the cold side and not flame up, but allows the chicken to get crispy and the meat to cook at the same time. It takes a little bit longer, but it works great. Another reason why this works real well is if you know this is going to be fun. So there's a term called spatchcocking. Tim wanted to do the spatchcocking. Spatchcocking is when you remove the spine of your poultry. So I removed the spine of the Cornish game hen, which allowed the chicken to then open up like a butterfly and lay flat. So spatchcocking allowed for even cooking without the breast getting too dry while the meat stays nice, while the dark meat cooks. So that's another term for you guys all to learn and use it to your next party. So let's see how this worked out. I love meats extra salt.
No, it's gonna toss it.
Oh.
So maybe you get a lot of that garlic still.
The skin stayed nice and crispy and crunchy, and the salt and the garlic was perfect. I don't need to add anything else onto this. So, I think that's a success. Nice job. All right, cheers. That's a match made. I love it.